most enjoyable afternoon of the season, this. Right, you, off.
Oh, come on, ref, he never touched him!
Look at his face! Just look at his face!
He's off.
Oi, ref, do you want to borrow these?
If you're looking for a level-headed manager, he's your man.
Welcome to Fantasy Football League.
This week we'll be starting a new four-part serial.
And we'll be saying a big hello to Wayne Wankling.
Hello, I'm Wayne Wankling.
Hello! Yes, he really does exist.
Yeah, joint manager of Wokingham Town.
Yeah, with Terry Tossface.
Is that true?
Oh, I don't think so.
But first, a few things we noticed from watching football this week. Now, why do people keep going on about Terry Venables' financial dealings? Surely, if he was guilty, they would have found out by now. Unless the investigator's a complete fool.
Apparently, Terry is not at all worried about any of the allegations, having spent last weekend in consultation with his financial advisor.
You'll see him all right, won't you? Now, people say that the Venables scandal would have broken years ago, but the man with the evidence disappeared completely after taking an unexplained diversion off the motorway.
Meanwhile, David Pleat complained that since Wednesday went out the cup at Charlton, he's had to suffer the taunts and jeers of a phone pest.
See, usually they have to put an anky over the phone so they sound all nasal and muffled, because old Trev wouldn't need to. And David Pleat isn't the only Premiership manager who got a shot last weekend.
Oh, dear. I love the way Harry tried to look like it hadn't happened. And following complaints about Chelsea-Newcastle ref Stephen Lodge, the FA have launched a new training video for football officials.
Let's have a look at the clock. See if you know what time it's saying. Do you know?
And football managers are still getting used to the idea of FIFA changing the size of the goals. Oh. Oh. Well, this changes everything.
Yes, Mr. Clark?
Send him in, love. Just chuck it in the bin, lad, will you?
OK, boss. Sorry, boss, I'll just pick it up.
No, leave it, lad, leave it. This office hasn't been tidied since the last manager was here. Still, if you ever need any plain brown paper envelopes, this is your... Anyway, no, I want to talk to you. I don't suppose you're very happy about your current form, right? And I know the supporters aren't very happy.
Aren't they? Why are they always laughing, then?
Anyway, look... Jason, there's going to be changes, lad, and... better. There's going to be changes, and I think they're going to affect you.
Oh, come on, boss, you got to give us another chance. My first touch is really improving.
Hey, but what about your second touch?
Jason Lee gives him width. They've got them stretched again. Although he needed that.
Well, don't forget I set up Stuart Pearce's goal on Saturday. And what about that 25-yarder I hit against Malmo?
Oh, it missed.
Yeah, but, well, anyway, we're still in Europe.
Yeah, but the ball isn't. Look, Jason, let's face it, there's certain aspects of your game that could do with a little bit of work.
Lee!
Cheer up. Cheer up, Jason. Great news.
Fantastic, boss. I wonder what the new goals will be like.
Well, if FIFA listen to my advice, they'll look something like this. Anyway, Stato, tell it like it is.
Well, now it's time for a special edition of my news round.
Got myself together, yeah!
With no league programme to report on, it's time to take a look at form and prospects for David and Frank. 1994 and David took the title. Who could ever forget Sky Sports Golden Girl Anna Walker presenting Dave with the golden stat? 1995 and Frank took the title of King of the Flat, finishing a creditable fourth behind champion Nick Hornby. 1996 and even at the player auction, competitive instincts were already to the fore as my flatmates battled it out for David's favourite player. Frank won that skirmish, and with Nick Barmby alongside Matt, he'll be hoping Lisa Marie's legs can help him to leap to the top. No shortage of style in David's squad. The Gallic flair of David Ginola could take David's shopping biz back to the top. So to this year, and Frank has his nose in front. He's in touch with the leaders, but David's still well in contention. Remember, Fancy League is a marathon, not a Snickers.
Well done, Stato.
Marvellous work. Now, anyway, as you may know, we get a lot of letters sent to this show, and one was sent to us this week by a viewer who preferred to remain anonymous, I think, and he reads a thing called Two Blue magazine, right? And he said he's got a lot of magazines like this, God bless him. He said, but this one includes a picture of what he says is the biggest he's ever seen. There he is.
I think it's very nice that these magazines include a picture of their most valued customer.
Yeah, let's not read it now.
You shouldn't have done that with that porn mag. That might have been all right last series, but remember this series, we get a Sunday lunchtime repeat. We can't do scandalous stuff.
Can't we?
No.
Does that mean that bloke can't do his demonstration?
No, he can't.
Roger. You've been cut, mate, sorry.
Oh, I'll get back down to Orient then.
Yeah,
Right
okay.
then, right. Yeah, Roger.
Take care.
Blimey. Yeah, we've got to start paying more attention to the Sunday repeat.
What, like pretending it's Sunday, you mean?
Yeah, if you like. Yeah.
But the thing is, Mr. Prescott, that many people at home will be saying now, oh no, it's that political programme when the Houses of Parliament turns into a bloody crocodile. I'm switching over. Hello and welcome to that programme about farming that nobody watches. Not even farmers, I shouldn't be surprised.
No one's watching us at all.
Oh, there's
Hold
nothing on.
Now, according to today's Sunday magazine,
Yeah.
it says that, frightened a few people,
Yeah.
it says that Mission Impossible is on Channel 4.
Oh, all right.
Well, we've dug a hole for ourselves, but it won't be long before we're winning games and things are going okay.
So, So how was Saturday for you, Frank?
Oh, fantastic. Of course, the highlight for me, as you can probably guess, was Albion finally coming good after 11 consecutive defeats in the league and wiping the bloody floor with Wolverhampton. God, they were all over them.
Did you go?
Yeah, I was there. Sorry, I mean... yeah, I was there. Did you get to Everton-Chelsea?
No, I was still recovering from the shock of seeing Stephen Lodge, the Chelsea-Newcastle ref, die in a terrible, terrible accident.
Oh, of course. How did he die again?
Got his watch stuck up his arse. Could happen.
That would do it, yeah. What about you, Statter?
Shut your face, you black country scumbag.
What did he say?
What's it to you, Yiddo? I've had enough of you two with your stupid jibes and jokes about me being a sex case.
Jokes?
You know what you can do with all your flat and your stupid fancy league? It ain't a patch on, they think it's all over.
Stato! What's going on? What's happened to you?
Goodbye! Goodbye!
Yes.
Yes, goodbye.
Bye.
Alan, Davies and Melvyn.
It's the managers. The managers have come.
Davies and Melvyn, Bragg, Alan, Davies and Melvyn, Bragg.
God bless you for coming.
Oh, Stato won't come back, apparently.
Really?
No, he's gone.
That
don't
is
get
a
like
shame.
that.
He didn't even take 2 Blue magazine. We'll send that to Wayne Wanklin.
Okay. Welcome. Hello, sorry about all that.
It's all right.
Alan, how are you?
Bit of a domestic. I'm very well, thank you.
Jolly good.
What did you think about Venables going?
I think England can't win or score any goals with him as manager.
Yeah.
So might as well get someone in and score some goals and then still not win that way.
It's a pity he's gone. He's very good at his job, but there's obviously something up and he's right to get out. Yeah.
I was talking to a bloke who works in the legal profession and he says it's such a bad case that even David Hillier wouldn't take it.
Who do you think it should be then?
The next
Melvyn,
thing the
who do you
manager.
think it should be?
I think it should be probably Keegan, if they could prize him out of Newcastle.
My advice is don't pick the next manager from one of those lineups that they have in police places. That's a mistake. So you've got to pick one who's sort of a
I
free
think they'll
bloke.
pick Brian Robson, won't they?
Well, they could pick Brian Robson, yeah. Well, unless
Jerry
it's-
Francis.
Well, they asked Jerry Francis and he shook his head.
I don't know how Jerry Francis will hold himself together after what you did to him last week. I mean,
No, he's
He
all right.
loves it.
Yeah. He has a very good time during the Wimbledon fortnight, apparently.
So anyway, so we've got to establish quite early on, for anyone who doesn't know, so you're both Arsenal fans, aren't you?
Yeah.
yeah.
So do you remember the days of Don Howe and Bertie Mee? You probably don't, do you?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Do you?
Don Howe, yeah. A draw is never a defeat.
Well, he's right about that, isn't
It's like the back. We used to roll it along the back four, hoping to draw out the opposition midfield, thus creating space. But that could take up to half an hour.
I think, that he should be up for the England job. I think the FA, that after Venables, the FA will be looking for someone, calm and reasonable and a good ambassador for the game.
6 yard offside over there. 6 yard offside. You're disgraceful. Disgraceful.
Well done.
We showed we showed a clip last week, I should mention. We were talking about letters that we get earlier, and we got loads of letters. We showed a clip of the Ian Campbell and Friends folk group, and they stormed it, didn't they? People loved it.
Fabulous.
And we said, like, it was they did a thing about the referee, a song, and we said it was one of the most embarrassing things we'd ever seen, you know. But as you'll see from the end of this clip, everybody looked, you know, a bit embarrassing then.
You can't answer back to me, that's not how it's got to be. Here's my whistle, can't you see that I'm the referee? Which side are you on?
Which side are you on, Mike? That was a groundbreaking arts programme.
It's interesting though, Melvyn, because a lot of people talk now about how there's a lot of intellectualising of football and stuff like that, but that programme was, I believe, 1974 from what you were wearing, so so it's obviously been going on for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's big. It's the plot's thickened over the last 10, 15 years. I think people, Nick Hornby's the example we all use, that people have come out and decided to talk about it in public, but it's been a closet concern of people interested in other things for a long time. I remember on the Brains Trust years and years ago, God, this is going back to the late 50s and 60s, but there you go.
Somebody go and get me a pint.
Thank you very much. But, well, that's my job. I'm here for contrast, and the professor of philosophy, AJR, used to talk quite happily about Chelsea, and all the other guys on the Brains Trust used to sort of freeze in terrible power. So people are passionate about football from all over. That's why it's such an extraordinary game.
Well, my dad used to say, if ever you meet a bloke who doesn't like football, he's vermin. Stay away.
So, Alan, let's have a look at your team.
Your terrible team.
There
they are.
Rubbish team.
They are bad, aren't they?
You've got De Freitas up front.
Yeah,
so a Bolton striker, you thought that was a
Bolton,
good...
Yeah. He can't even get in their team. It's all a bit tragic. I've got Kitson now. Yeah, and he can't get in Newcastle's team. I've got Beanie now in goal.
Did you have an overall strategy of just being rubbish? Or
I didn't understand the rules, you see.
Right. I think the best bloke the Bolton's got is the one that commentates on their club videos.
Kelly plays it into the box. Good catch. Southall's dropped it. Yes! Stump! Yes! Alan Stump! Bolton 2, Everton 2. What a ding-dong do. Bolton out back. Brilliant. Magic. Fantastic.
That wasn't De Freitas, though.
No, it was,
what a ding-dong do it was.
Ding-dong do.
That is a bloke called Dave Higson, who's Bolton's club commentator, and ding-dong do is his catchphrase.
He says it a lot.
Let's have some more classic Dave Higson.
David Lee shining like a light. Now, Kyle! Yeah! Oin, Kyle! Oin, 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 Kyle! Oin, oin, Kyle! Oin, Kyle! Oin, Kyle! Oin, oin, Kyle! Scored a goal!
Oin, oin, Kyle! He's essentially neutral.
You don't get enough chanting from commentators, I always think.
It's very funny at the end of that, but I particularly like the bit where he goes at the start, where he goes shining like a light. That's great.
Should definitely stick to Ding Dong Do, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's look at Melvin's side, the Hampstead Harriers.
I'll swap you De Freitas for Merson.
Really?
Merson?
I'm a big Merson fan, but I think he's been a bit quiet these last few weeks.
I thought he was good on Wednesday, didn't you?
I think he was okay on Wednesday. We had a bit of an argument in the car going back. I think he was okay.
You and Paul?
Wednesday. No. I think he was okay.
I hope he wasn't driving. It's good that he's bounced back, though. I mean, he went through hell.
You know,
we love him. He's great.
When he plays well, he plays marvellously well. I like the way he runs to the defence. It's terrific. You can just see them worried when you go straight up.
Not so good when it's our defence, like it was last year. He's going the right way now, you think?
What's it like being an alcoholic, Frank?
I wouldn't know, Dave. I wouldn't know. I think the thing about alcoholism is it's very hard to find anything to compare it with, you know.
If I kept on going in the pub every day, I would have a drink. You know, it's like if you go in I could use it if you go in hairdressers 5 times, you will have an haircut by the end.
That's true, isn't it? Don't you find? I think those people who go into a hairdresser and think, no, I won't have a haircut. I think they're stupid people, aren't they?
Not 5 times.
Just interview his right foot, you see. Stay well away from his face.
Steve Stone you've got. He's had a very good season. You said, as if he's not done too well.
No, he's all right. He's good. I mean, it's basically, it could be a good side if they all started playing a bit better.
I like Forrest, I must admit. I read Brian Clough's autobiography. Have you read this?
It actually looked like you've touched it, Frank. Look
Yeah.
It's not exactly... you have someone to hold it for you.
Yeah, I read it very carefully.
He would have been a great manager of England, wouldn't he?
Brian Clough?
He would have been a great man if they caught him at the right time.
I think they did catch him eventually.
Anyway, he writes a fantastic bit here about Frank Clark, and I never knew this about Frank Clark, and this is actually from the book. I knew Frank could play football. What I didn't know when I signed him was that he could play the guitar. I can still see Frank Clark sitting at the back of the team coach, strumming away, singing in a lovely soft voice, with his teammates gathered round and joining in. Country or middle of the road or whatever they called it, I was never quite sure. Clark and his guitar entertained us, not only throughout the country, but across Europe.
That's me.
A lovely image, that is, of Frank Clark.
Actually, we have got a clip of Frank Clark singing.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
What was that? What was that?
Ding dong doo! Ding dong doo!
It's a doorbell.
Doorbell.
Of course, yeah. Dear internet, frightened me to death. It's time for another game of our ever-popular series, What's My Footballing Line? In which people have got jobs sort of related to football come on and do a mime, and you have to guess what it is. And here is this week's guest. And here is our guest's mime. Excellent mime. So, would either of you like to ask...
Sato, any questions at all?
Are you the bloke who does the drawings in courtrooms when Terry Venables is up? No.
Are you a referee booking the entire Newcastle United team?
No. Have you ever seen a grown woman naked?
No.
I thought for one horrible moment that was going to be what was in the case.
We know who you are. You know who it is. What are you doing back here? What happened to all your lottery winnings?
Oh yeah, I gave it to this bloke I met.
Really? In exchange for what?
Well, in exchange for this.
You don't think?
No, I don't think so. And now it's time for our brand new series.
I'm still the chairman. I'm still the chairman.
Oh, Jimmy, I tell you, your Ken Bates impression always cracks me up.
I don't know, Frank. I'm not sure the detective agency was such a good idea after all. I'm thinking of going back to being a chat show host and saying goodbye to all this.
Well, you weren't very good at saying goodbye when you were a chat show host.
Well, that's all about time we've got for this week.
All
all right. What sort of job would you do then?
Well, you know, I did quite well on that BBC commentators competition.
That was years ago, and you lost to that bloke with the stupid name.
The next man who missed out by just that 1 point is international footballer from Liverpool Football Club, Ian St John. And finally, the winner of the competition from Wales, Idwell Roebling.
Idwell Roebling. Idwell Roebling. Idwell Roebling. Idwell Roebling. Idwell Roebling. Idwell Roebling. Who's that?
Oh, that'll be our informer. Asked him to nip round this morning and give us the word on the street.
Is he any good?
I'll say, this guy's never been known to fail.
Hold on, I've seen you somewhere before, on the telly. You used to present the Antiques Roadshow. Is this where we live now? A world of failed TV presenters?
Oh, Jimmy, it's all right in some ways.
Some ways isn't good enough.
I still think he's a bargain at 2 million.
Hold on, it's all coming back to me. Didn't you win an MBE?
Oh, so to give you that note, I've got to run, I've got a lot of other notes to deliver.
Greavesy, pay the man.
That's all we can afford. Will you be able to manage?
If someone would just give me the chance.
Yeah, anyway.
All the chairman.
Yeah, I know.
Press and
That's terrible, isn't it? Yeah, bye anyway. Okay, yeah, bye.
I come from a distant island.
Do you? I thought you were from Romford.
No, I'm reading the notes, eh?
Oh.
But since living in England, I have become concerned about a mystery which surrounds the behaviour of the manager of your national team. I need your help to solve it, and shall be calling on you very soon.
All right.
Anyway, so thanks a lot to Melvyn and to Alan. Thanks for coming tonight. It's been
Thank
a
you very
joy.
much. It has been a joy.
Joy seeing the pair of you.
Next week's guests are Princess Anne and Bernard Jim Quinn.
Lovely couple. Aren't they a lovely couple?
Lovely. Oh dear. What on earth is that?
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, I wonder. Hello. You all right, Jeff?
Thanks,
You come as Mike Walker then?
No, Mike Mansfield. Cue Michael Jackson. What about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we've shed before? Did you ever stop to notice the crying earth and weeping shores? What about yesterday?
What about us?
What about the sea?
What about us?
The heavens are falling down.
What about us?
I can't even breathe.
What about us?
What about the bleeding girl?
What about